food coming up. We can all agree that comfort food has a very special place in every one of our hearts, and really, you can get it anywhere around town. But here's the question, is it authentic? Well, today we're fastening our e-belts at the perfect spot to get some comfort food, Ted's Montana Grill. So we're back in the kitchen here at Ted's Montana Grill with CJ. How's it going, CJ?
Going great, how are you?
So before we get to the food, which I'm very excited about, talk about the atmosphere here. Why is this a cool place to come, especially for comfort food?
Well, people that come to Ted's, they're after the throwback to the late 1800s saloon-style restaurant that we provide, the big sky spirit that's going on in our restaurant. It kind of takes you back to a calmer time where you can kind of get away from, you know, the everyday hustle and bustle of life.
And I love it because everywhere you look, you're seeing quotes and you're getting that vibe. And really, beyond the food, you guys set that atmosphere, which is awesome.
It's true. My service staff, my culinary team, they really buy into what we're doing here at Ted's. They're really proud of the food we're putting out. You know, being Ted Turner's restaurant, he's a big bison rancher. He's about conservation and bringing the natural state back to you know, the earth that we live in.
Nice. So we've been talking comfort food. What are you making for us back here?
Well, to start off, we've got a little seafood. So we're plated up and ready for Jason to swing me a couple of our St. Phillips Island crab cakes.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, they are delicious. We use 2 pounds of crab meat and just 1/2 a cup of cracker meal for the binding. So it's mostly crab meat. It's got great flavors for you. Served with our roasted broccoli parmesan. So we finish that with a little bit of butter and Parmesan cheese, and then our homemade garlic roasted mashed potatoes. You get a fresh yeast roll and a wedge of lemon with our seafood dish.
Wow.
So the next dish we've got our beer can style roasted chicken. It's called a cranberry glazed chicken. So what we do is we roast off a whole chicken, we split it in half for you. It gets served with 2 sides of one of those yeast rolls, and we finish it with a homemade cranberry glaze that we make in-house.
Gosh.
So we've reduced that down. Got some rosemary and great different flavors, seasoning and spices in there.
I can smell that right there.
Yeah, that definitely goes home in to-go boxes a lot. It's a big portion. So it's a nice dish for our guests.
And that makes comfort food. Big portions, that's what it's all about.
Big portions, stuff that reminds you of mom and home cooking and the smell of when you were a kid playing and you knew dinner was ready at 5 o'clock.
Right.
Is the way I think of it. So next we've got our bison pot roast. So we use our primal cuts of bison. We slow braise that bison for 5 hours in our restaurant. So then we serve it with our fresh homemade brown gravy, some of our nice sauteed carrots with butter, and of course our garlic mashed potatoes with homemade brown gravy. One of my favorite dishes, one that we just put on the menu every day, are our slow braised bison short ribs. So this is something you're only going to get at Ted's. I don't know anywhere else that serves bison short ribs on a daily basis.
Yeah.
So these are actually served with a different gravy. We have a homemade barbecue gravy that goes with them. Also slow braised just like the pot roast. Serve those fresh to order for you every day. And these will come with our carrots as well. Once again, we garnish them real quick with a little bit of parsley, one of our yeast rolls. That's going in the window. And last but not least, we want to talk about comfort food. We've got bison meatloaf.
Now this is what I ordered right here.
There you go. So you get 2 nice 4-ounce slices of our homemade bison beef blended meatloaf with homemade mashed potatoes and brown gravy. And this is Aunt Fanny's squash casserole.
Aunt Fanny's squash casserole.
Absolutely.
That is awesome.
It's a dish that our founder found while he was out in his travels, and he asked Aunt Fanny if he could use it at our restaurant. She said sure, and it's really popular for people that you know, aren't really used to trying squash. Once they do, they become big fans. It's got great flavor. We finish it with a little bit of butter and cracker meal on top, and then we roast it in the oven so it gets in a little brown crust on top. And once again, our meatloaf, we're going to finish with our homemade brown gravy.
The gravy is the common thread between everything, and I absolutely love it.
That's the quintessential comfort food, right? Smothered in gravy. So we've got all these great options for you every day here in our restaurant.
Well, you know, we've talked about it enough. Can I finally go eat?
Absolutely.
Yes. Oh. That is some delicious meatloaf. Now you got to make sure you make Ted's Montana Grill your ultimate comfort food destination by visiting any one of their 3 locations, Sawmill, Arena District, and here at Easton.